Welcome to the Water Dragon. Join me every Friday with study groups and support groups, reading, learning, journaling. See you soon. Hi, and welcome to the Water Dragon. How's everyone doing? I have an idea. I've come across an idea because I have a lot of spiritual friends that want to get better at their spirituality and also get better in their lives and hold themselves accountable for their spiritual progress. Because not only do you want to hold yourself spiritually accountable for your progress, because spirituality is also your life. Your very life is spiritual. Going to work, eating is spiritual. Waking up in the morning is spiritual. We are spiritual beings in just a denser spiritual space. And there's a lot of people that, we're a community. We need support. No one knows everything. No one knows everything. I myself have a lot of struggles. And one of the biggest factors in anything is discipline. Discipline. Mindset and discipline are the two major factors we would be touching base on. We would hold each other accountable. We would meet up every Friday. So in the link below, in the description below, you'll find a link that will take you to a Zoom that I wanted to, for those who are brave, we would go live. We would go live on the YouTube, and we would also, just have a community of spiritual people that are not afraid to have questions about spirituality, talk about their lives, and it's open to the public. It's open to whomever is comfortable and who may have questions. Like I said, not everybody knows everything. No one on this earth knows everything. Imagine to know everything. For the most part, we don't. We don't know everything. We're not perfect. And yet we still want to be a part of our own. We want to evolve in our spiritual journey. And this would be like a support group, a spiritual support group. We would have a journal. And I also wanted to start on these two books. Hold on. Mind Magic, a practical guide to manifesting your desires and living the life of your dreams. And the author is Kevin Fullerton. The other book that I also wanted to read simultaneously, we would go back and forth, is The Practice of Astral Projection by Ophiel. And I have in the past read a couple of pages of Mind Magic. Okay. As you can see, I took a lot of notes. As you can see, the whole purpose of my incarnation as of right now, in my understanding, is ascension. And that's through my own awakening that has been gruesome and so on and so forth. And I say gruesome because it is not easy. Like, that's why I want to set up a spiritual group for people who do have questions. We all have questions. Spirituality is very, very complicated, and it's a very individual process, and not everyone processes spirituality the same way. So this is the very first part of the book, and I read this part before, and this is the part that made me say, yes, this book is definitely a part of my ascension process, awakening to the fact that I'm not just the physical form. This is spiritually, we're delving in deep in this. right here. One of the first things, hopefully you guys can see, it says, you are not your mind and you are not your body. These are actual tools available to your authentic inner self, consciousness, or pure being. These are different words, all indicate the same thing, and that thing is experienced as pure presence. So pure presence is authentic inner self, consciousness, or pure being, right? That's what he's saying. And it goes into presence is the feeling of being here now, because there is only now. It is experiencing and fully accepting the present moment as it is without judging, analyzing, or focus on the past or the future. It is realization of your true nature as a point of perception in the unmanifested field of pure potential. This field is the infinite and contains all energy and information. It is the eternal source from which the entire manifested universe is created. And as you can see here, I say we all have our own universe. Universe is created because the only thing that matters is the infinite. The field is infinite and contains all energies and information, because all of it is based on the now. Okay, right here it said the observer, right, is experiencing and fully accepting the present moment as it is without judgment. Without judgment is the observer. Right? So experiencing and accepting the present moment as it is now, right? Because there's no past and or the future. It's only the now, right? It goes on and on. I just went down and I dissected this, and I want us to go in as much as possible and dissect. This is random right now. I'm holding it, so I really would have to come back here with you guys to explain my notes. And then we can share our own opinions, because once again, everyone's perception of something that is not tangible, which is consciousness, if we're understanding we're more than the mind and the body, and our thoughts are simply the program that programs the mind, then we're simply the observer, and there's only the now. That's a very untangible concept, considering most of us have not been taught that. You know what I mean? And now the whole purpose of ascension is that very perspective, to understand that you don't exist. So within your meditations, you have to observe self. So I understand the concept, and I'm working on it. And I've had many people ask me very profound questions, and I want us to be a group that will not be afraid to ask questions, because we feel we're going to get judged or whatever it is. We're not. We're all learning here. I'm learning. So I understand I'm going to continue to meditate, continue to read these books. I am also dedicating myself, my time to this as well, and want us to not be afraid to understand how we are more than the mind and the body. So this is mind magic, right? The practical. And this one is astral projection. This one, I started it. I have not taken notes on it. This one I wanted to kind of take my time on. This author writes, this is by Ophiel, the author, The Art and Practice of Astral Projection. Astral projection, these are all stuff that disconnects you from the mind and the body. Okay, yet understanding you're still in the physical form, because you do not obviously want to neglect the body. We're not trying to end up in a psych ward. It's just having a healthy balance of understanding you are greater than the physical form. From my understanding, humanity, from my channelings, we were the very magic that we are seeking. We were the very magic that we were seeking from the very beginning. I understood that we were the mermaids. So to understand that we were mermaids, to understand that profoundly from a spiritual perspective, is to understand that we understood as physical beings, we were more than physical beings. We understood that there's a certain level of magic and consciousness and awareness that would allow us to be able to go into the water and be there for months at a time. So we have to understand some of this. We're going to go back to the basics here. We're going to go to these books and we're going to read them. And every Friday I will be like, I might even do some slides on these books. So I'm going to start reading these books. I'm going to have the PDF under the description. If you guys are interested, if you're interested in the Zoom, the link will also be in the description. If you want to contact me, my email will also be under the description. So yeah, we're reading these books, guys. We have to understand that we're greater than the physical form. So I'm going to get into it. It's past due. It's overdue. I should have gotten into this like weeks ago, but I have a busy life of my own. But I'm still, if you are, checking in, if you do watch me, on my channel, you'll see that I have been channeling, meditating, and pursuing my own ascension, my own awareness of myself multidimensionally, and understanding firsthand that I exist greater than the physical form. And I want all of us to understand that as much as possible. Okay, so this is the support group. We're going to be reading these books. I want us to be aware of these as much as possible. I want everybody not to feel scared, ladies and gentlemen. We need to talk. We need to ask our questions. We need to like dissect these books. You can suggest books of your own, knowledge of your own. We're here to share as much as we know about whatever we know. Everybody is open to suggestions, thoughts. Let me know. Let me know what's going on in your minds. Anyway, much love to you all at this time. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. Much love to you. Power to all humanity. We will rise to the spiritual greatness that we are, greater than these physical forms. Know that you exist greater than this form. And I will continue to meditate, continue to study, continue to know my greatness, as we all will. So hopefully, can't wait to see you guys this Friday. Links are all below in the description. Much blessings to you all.